To snag the broke campus heartthrob Hunter, I listed my loft condo at a rock-bottom rent. The gimmick, the less he wears, the less he pays. Mortified, he still played along. Good times never last. The real heiress came home, and I was suddenly penniless, my own loft bought out from under me by Hunter himself. Surrounded by teetering piles of my luggage, I asked as politely as I could, "Can I still live here?" "Sure," he said, lips curling, arms folded. "Same rent you charged me, $2,000 a month. Wear shorts, knock off 500. Lose the shirt, another 500. Before we keep going, subscribe and drop a comment telling us where you're tuning in from. I'm Riverdale's most invisible trust fund kid. Invisible because I'm allergic to flexing. From grade school through senior year, the second anyone learned my last name they'd swarm me like long-lost besties. Without lifting a finger I collected 20 new besties, 40 new buddies, and 3 childhood betrothals who barely reached my knee. So the second I hit Riverdale I ghosted my own surname. Don't ask, don't tell, if you ask, I play dumb. Life stayed boring and blissful until Chase, the lecture hall loudmouth, flashed his phone in my face mid-brag and asked me out. Like the car? Date me and it's yours. I hate show-offs. I glanced at the photo and yawned. Pass. I already own one, only 2 of that model were imported, Dad snagged the first, and the second will never land in Chase's garage. Stop fronting. With me you skip a decade of grind, babe. My patience snapped, my pen hit the desk like a gavel. I despise rich idiots exactly like you. I walked out to a chorus of oaths in our lecture hall. That night, thanks to Idiot Chase, I grew a spine and texted the campus prince. Hunter, I like you. Be my boyfriend? The typing bubble flickered for minutes. Finally, why me? Because I'm poor? Wait, why do I like Hunter? Because he's drop-dead gorgeous. Bank balance never figured in, Riverdale's boys would all be the ones marrying up if they dated me anyway. So I told the truth, I have a thing for pretty faces. He answered instantly, hard pass. I wasn't crushed, I was energized. I voice noted back, cool, hubby, I'll date you even if you won't date me. I'd heard the lore, Hunter's face is known across campus, and so is his empty wallet, he even delivered takeout orders between classes. Our first real talk was in an elective. I asked to borrow his campus meal card. Sleepy-eyed, he flicked a black metal card onto the desk. I need the meal card, I reminded him. He deadpanned, got used to swiping the black card, habit, then produced the real one with $8 on it, not enough for noodles plus an egg. Back in lecture I reimbursed him, and added 100 for fun. He eyeballed the transfer, then my shopping bags. I'm not a charity drop box. Keep it, I beamed, Virgin Mary style. Conclusion, hot, broke, and a little vain, i.e., easy prey. Learning he wanted to rent near campus, I told my realtor to list the loft, price negotiable. A week later the fish bit, we met on my turf. Hunter wasn't surprised to see me. He dropped his backpack and lounged on the sofa. Monthly? 10 grand solo, 3 grand with me, discounts available, I said. Only the roommate deal gets them. How much off? Depends on performance. I eyed his long legs. Wear shorts, above the knee, and it's 2. He pinched the bridge of his nose. That's it? I patted his shoulder. Landlord's got to eat. Help me, I'll help you. He caved. That night he moved in. Post-shower, he hauled boxes while I spooned a banana split and admired the view, then spotted the problem, jeans. I wrapped the counter. Forgot the shorts? He sighed, fished out a pair, headed for the bedroom. Change here, I chirped. He froze, eyes lethal. Where? Right here. Lose M in front of me, another 500 off. No, he growled, slamming the bedroom door. Seconds later it flew open again, shirtless, skin glowing under the pendant lamp. My jaw dropped. I'll stay topless, counts for 500, right? He muttered, ears crimson. I clapped. Deal. He pulled out a laptop, blush fading but still pink, and sat. I scooted close, eyes glued. Looks delicious, I blurted. He blinked. What? I meant my ice cream. A drip landed on his abs. What a coincidence, I squeaked. He sighed. Napkin. The drop rolled with every breath, obscenely hypnotic. I swallowed. Waste not, want not, let me lick it clean. He blocked me. Dial it back, Serena. He knew my name without an intro, interesting. Fine, if tongue was outlawed, fingers would do. I slid a tissue over the ridge of muscle, circling. He cleared his throat, yanked the curtains shut. Gentler, he muttered. I promised, then pressed harder. Paper ruins texture. Just as I planned to ditch it he stood. Shower. Again. Water thundered. Wait, hadn't he just showered? Next morning Hunter took his taped-up motorcycle to class. I left 30 minutes later on my scooter so no one would link us. A neon green sports car zoomed past, then slowed to match my speed. Ditch that toy, ride with me, Chase yelled over techno. I rolled my eyes. He swerved, blocking me. I braked hard. Psychopath. He gestured like shooting hoops. Pride won't pay your bills. Since you blew me off, I'll date Whitney, she's Jang's new heiress now. I almost laughed. A text dinged, stepdad's invite to Sunday family banquet at Peony, mom will be there. My mood skyrocketed. I revved, scraping his paint. You blind? You can't afford the body shop, he held. Digits, I said. He rattled them off, sneering. I zapped him 30 grand on the spot. Take it and crawl away. While you're at it, Google which Xing the name Xing belongs to. Back home Hunter typed shirtless behind a throw pillow barricade. I decreed, you cook tonight. Can't. Learn. He shrugged. You eat whatever I produce. Bring it. I tied an apron on him, naked torso plus gingham equals porn. My palms mapped his abs, he shivered. Serena, he warned. Pipe down or I kiss you. He locked me out. Knife on board percussion started, on tofu, I think. Smoke billowed. I grabbed a chair to smash the door when it flew open and he hauled me outside, coughing, run, it's gonna blow. Firefighters arrived fast. Casualties, one wall, one ceiling, all cookware, Hiroshima chic. He silently scrubbed soot into a uniform mat. Custom European paneling, I informed him. Expensive. Finally he asked, price? Forget cash, it's beyond your pay grade. I tipped up his chin. Pay me back with those abs. Hunter, then I'd rather pay cash. I vetoed him flat out. The designer might be booked months out. If I'm stuck with the mega loan on my back, I'm not reimbursing you. Silence stretched. Hunter quietly untied his apron, closed his eyes in surrender. Go ahead. Touch. Finally street legal. Worth sacrificing the kitchen for. I patted my cheeks, fired myself up to 120%. One finger first, a light tap on the ridges, then my whole palm flattening to explore. Hunter was coiled tight, obviously new at this. Pure college boy innocence. Relax, seriously, I coaxed. He turned his head, I couldn't read his face. Just get on with it. My hand cruised unimpeded. He wasn't willing, but he didn't resist, model apology etiquette. After a while the docile act felt tame, no thrill compared to the steal of field days. People really are gluttons for abuse. I cleared my throat. How about you fake not wanting it? Hunter? Like, put up a tiny protest. No. Zero concept of fun. I cooked up a new trick. My palm skimmed from pecs to abs, followed the V-line south, and the second I slipped under his waistband Hunter clamped my wrist hard. Under dim light his eyes burned. This is how much you like to play? My gaze was equal parts lust and sincerity. Only with you, Hubs. Hunter froze, then shoved me off and strode to the bathroom. I'm taking a shower. When I came out he was back to default, eyes glued to his laptop. I leaned over, offended. You love that thing so much, who's living inside it? He spun the screen. See for yourself. You're coding? Yeah. Homework? He shook his head. A project. Once it's done we pitch it. I blinked. This is how you make money? He pondered. More or less. Thank you, universe. I propped my chin, batted my lashes. Just you wait, concubine Hunter, bigger blessings incoming. I showed up on time for Friday's family banquet and warned Hunter on my way out, stay home tonight, I'm bringing back a supersized gift. Victor, my stepdad, and my half-sister, 2 years younger, were already on one side of the round table, the seat of honor still empty. Across from them, the last person I expected, Whitney. Victor rose to greet me. Serena, sit. Your mom, still in a board meeting, she'll be here soon. Sure. I looked at Whitney, lost. And this is? This is Whitney, your sister, Victor beamed. She goes by Xing now. Mom, Leah, was a star in her field, so I'd carried her surname from birth. If Whitney was also a Xing, she's family too? I frowned at Whitney, this swapped-out birth plot was TV melodrama to me. Whitney opened her mouth, then shut it. Not two, Victor cut in. His next sentence detonated like thunder. You and Chingha were switched at birth, she is Leah's biological child. Your real parents, we haven't located them yet. This is the DNA report. Chingha went to an orphanage after she turned 1. If you want, we'll keep searching for yours. I stared at the floor, voices came through water. Finally I found my voice. Don't bother. Alright. Course after course arrived while Victor cheerfully briefed Whitney on the household, as if I'd vaporized. I was the extra chair. My phone pinged, Hunter on WhatsApp. It's 10. When are you heading back? I glanced at the still empty seat. Mom hadn't come. Work trumped me again, huh? Right, she had a lifetime to spend with her actual daughter. I inhaled, stood, kept my dignity. Enjoy dinner. I won't intro. Duh. Victor stopped me, the smile from his chat with Whitney still dangling. You won't wait for Mom. I mean, Jing? I manufactured a smile. No need. She's busy, I'll visit another day. I reached for the door, Victor blocked it. Serena, the house and the cards, with a family this size, finances must be clear. I don't know if he pitched his voice so only I heard. I kept my eyes down, desperate to leave. I understand. I'll move out soon. I won't touch the family assets. One door slammed, cleaving my life in two. I drifted ghost-like to Peony's entrance. Night wine slapped me awake. I looked up. A familiar figure lounged against the stone pillar, hands in pockets, half profile. Hunter. We spoke at the same second our eyes met. What are you doing here? Why didn't you reply? Phone died, I said first. He nodded. Group dinner with our lecture hall. Didn't seem his style, but I had no bandwidth to dig. I flagged a cab and climbed in, forehead glued to the window, mute the whole ride. I wanted to call Leah but feared interrupting her. She'd never had much time, shorter even than Victor's. Yet whenever she was free, even a lunch break, she'd spend it with me. All those parents who swarmed once they knew my bank balance, she gifted every one, never snapped, just so my campus life could be happier. After she and Victor had their real daughter, I was still her axis. Victor only acted like a father when she was in the room. That mansion, luxurious and hollow, was only a home when Mom was in it. Now, I had nothing. How did everything flip overnight? Back home I kept silent. Hunter followed, opening gambit, where's my gift? My plan, hook his project up with Mom's company, mega surprise. Instead I dropped a deuce. Surprise, gone. House, gone. Cash, gone. I spotted Hunter already changed into house uniform, shirtless, shorts. The man was sinful. A little life sparked in me. Your gift is that you're relocating. Real talk, until a few hours ago I was a trust fund kid. Plot twist, got swapped at birth, the genuine heiress is back and I'm a nobody. This place isn't mine anymore, dorm or new hunt, your call. I face planted into the sofa. You're moving out? Stay and wait to be escorted out? No thanks. I swept my eyes across the living room, every corner held memories, and laughed bitterly. Kinda hard to leave. Hunter spoke evenly, want to keep living here or somewhere else? I shot him a look. Here, obviously. He said nothing, just walked to his room, phone in hand. Sigh. I'm a wreck and he can't offer one comforting word, ungrateful stray. I packed briskly, better to bolt than be booted. Next morning I wheeled my suitcase out to find him savoring breakfast at the table. Why aren't you packed? He glanced at his watch. No rush. I sighed like a veteran life coach. Whether you crash in the dorms or rent, study housework, drop the air attitude. I rolled toward the door, muttering, who else will baby you once I'm gone? Doorbell rang right as I reached it. So quick to evict, brutal. I inhaled, slapped on a showroom smile. Hi, I'm almost, the man outside bowed deep, voice booming. Hunter, your purchase deed. Leo? He'd been my rental agent, same guy handling both ends? Serena, is Hunter in? I pointed. Inside. Leo gave me a rushed nod, hustled over, bowed again, nothing like the cold shoulder he'd given before. Hunter, here's your purchase deed, sign whenever ready. Hunter flipped a few pages, scribbled. Congratulations, sir, you're officially the owner. Thank you. Have a great day. Leo came in hot, left hot, leaving me blinking. What's that mean, did you buy the place? Hunter stirred his coffee. Where'd you get that money? I pressed. Homeowners don't interrogate owners. Suspicious, but priority one, I can stay. Hunter, heaven sent. Before cartwheels I double-checked, I can still live here? Hunter lifted a lazy lid, drawled, sure, rent's due, friends and family discount. Just when I thought it was payback for my chia. P sublet, he smirked, arms folded. Same rent you charged me, $2,000 a month. Shorts only, 500 off. Shirtless, another 5. When I didn't move he added, haughty, change in front of me, extra 5 off. Sounded familiar, I used to torment him the same way. But he'd misunderstood, he thought it was punishment, for me it was a bonus. Deal. In 3 seconds I was down to lace bra and panties. Hunter nearly spat coffee. That's enough. I shot back, nope. I have rental ethics. Can't take freebies. As I reached for the clasp he lunged, hands splayed on my back, chest to chest before the bra gave. Good lord, the tension. His heart hammered through thin fabric, fingers fumbled, testing the hook, trying to refasten. I hissed theatrically, ow. The hand stilled. Where? I pouted, pushed closer. Guess. Hunter blanked a beat, throat bobbing. I stared at the curved swell, couldn't resist, planted a kiss. Shower again tonight? I taunted, tilting up. Next second my waist was cinched, my head sheltered as he pinned me to the wall, jaw tight, voice rough. Serena, don't blame me if it hurts. And everything flowed, seamless. Perfect people do everything perfectly. Morning after. Hunter propped on an elbow, twirling a lock of my hair. What are we now? I didn't miss a beat. Hot landlord and frosty tenant. And? Classmates. He grew testy. Besides those? What else? Lovers. If this were the old days I'd confess in a heartbeat. But two broke people in love is a sandcastle, I know better. I racked my brain. Cooking buddies? Hunter. That's it? Me, that's it. The pillow beneath me disappeared, he'd yanked his arm. Hunter quit talking, face like ice, and started throwing his stuff into a bag. You heading to class? I'll leave 10 minutes after you, okay? Rent next month, still good if I give it to you then? No clue what bug crawled up his butt. Whatever I asked, he wouldn't make a sound. If he weren't my landlord I'd have yanked his pan. TS down already. Watching him reach the door, I panicked and yelled, so next month I can just give you 500, right? He looked back, half smiling. Add another grand. Son of a. The harder I try, the more pathetic it gets. Somehow the whole department found out I was the trust fund kid who got switched at birth. Every step across campus came with stares and whispers. People in our lecture hall never knew my name before. 10 years of wealth, 0 fame. 1 bankruptcy and I'm a headline. The second I sat down the gossip detonated. No wonder she used to act so entitled, girl actually had money. Had being the keyword. A penniless phoenix is outranked by a chicken. I dimly recognized them, Chase's little fan club from the day he asked me out in front of everyone. I grabbed my bag, ready to move seats. Chase dropped beside me, slamming a bank card on the desk. A gift. I ignored the plastic. How'd you hear about my family? It's all over campus. He flashed his phone, page after page about me, every post traced to out-of-state IPs. Weird. I'm serious about you, Serena. Rich or broke, I still want you. I'll bankroll you, same life you always had. Arrogant as ever. I stared back, level. Rich or broke, the answer is still no. Chase laughed like I'd told the world's funniest joke. Don't be dumb. You had the right to say that before, what do you have now? Running after Hunter like a puppy, calling him babe, and he still ghosts you. Pathetic. He said worse, I used to let it slide. But now I've got no armor, nothing to fire back. The peanut gallery chimed in. A real heiress doesn't chase, some trash is just born trash. That Hunter's sick of her. Their poison reached me loud and clear. My nails dug crescents into my palms. I was about to fake a phone alarm and bolt when the crowd's focus suddenly shifted. Why is Hunter here? This isn't a gen ed. Maybe he's come to reject her in person. I turned, dumbstruck. It really was Hunter. He cut through the gawkers. Voice just loud enough for the room to hear. Cat got your tongue? How come I'm not hearing hubby? I gotta admit, that instant beat every half-dressed kitchen moment at home. My mouth hung open, yep, totally starstruck. This morning he put on his jeans and acted like we were strangers. Now this public show. Does he feed off the spotlight? Before I could speak he picked up the card. Yours? He asked Chase. Yeah. Cool. Hunter pocketed the plastic and caught my wrist. Let's go. I slung my bag over my shoulder and whispered, I don't want his money. I know, he said. At the trash can he flicked his wrist, the card sailed in. Everyone watched it land. Cool, casual contempt. Keep the sentiment. The gift's trash anyway. The hallway air felt 10 times fresher. Nothing beats revenge served in real time. Hunter's always been chilly, but never cruel. Who knew he could go full predator? Thanks. Without him I'd still be stuck in that circus. He kept walking, giving a faint grunt. Still mad, apparently. Shield me in public, scold me in private, so disciplined he's almost house-trained. I was drafting an apology when he finally spoke. How'd he find out about your folks? I laid out everything, including my hunch. Too many posts, all from random IPs, someone's orchestrating this. Who do you suspect? Only family and you knew. I sighed. But right now I need a part-time job more than a detective. I'd already sold the last of my bags, the cash won't cover much longer. Hunter fished in his pocket. Tell me how much, I'll cover it. Terrified he'd flash that black metal card again, I blocked him. Hard pass. 10 extra bucks won't move the needle. You don't have to grind like this. Then I'll fish that card out of the trash. He vetoed that instantly. Fine, job hunt it is. I'm coming with you. We scored shifts at a bakery. Easy work, unless you've never touched a POS or steamed milk. I dumped 3 lattes and misrang 4 orders. Hunter? Cue disaster, told to shut off the lights, he killed the fridge and murdered the moose. Net profit, negative tips. Wiping a glass, I zoned out. Maybe I really should just date a rich guy? He froze mid-receipt, then took the cup from me and kept wiping. Minutes later, out of nowhere, give it a little more time. Near closing, a suit breezed in, ordered 100 cupcakes, and praised me to the manager as the reason he'd chosen the shop. All I'd said was, yep, made from actual sponge. After the manager walked him out, Hunter asked me to cover register while he stepped outside. Shift ended and he still wasn't back. I grabbed my stuff and went looking. Found him around the corner. What's up? Besides Hunter stood Cupcake Suit. The man glanced between us, understanding dawning, and bowed. I'll take my leave, young master. Hunter shot him a death glare. Young master, my foot. Oh, mystery solved. Roleplay withdrawal, hence the corner huddle. Watching Suit leave, I sighed. Next time you need a butler fix, hire me. Free of charge. His wallet can't bankroll that kink. His brows knitted, his face went strange. I rushed on. No tips required, volunteer work. But 1 hour max, once a day. I used to be somebody, rumors of me in a frilly apron would end me. Hunter's eyes narrowed, predator still. Tired of the hubby game, so now we're on to master and maid? Next morning I opened Campus, bracing for fresh dirt. Instead the timeline had a new star. Campus heartthrob Hunter, surviving on $660 a month, just bought a 30 grand motorcycle? Maybe not new, same bike he always had, just hidden under tape and never ridden here. So why park it in front of Chase's sports car today? Who spends $30K to deliver pastries? I blinked at the photo, his bike, clean, decals peeled. While comments scrolled, a lightning bolt hit. A poor kid who can't cook, who can't wipe counters, cruises on a $30K bike. Vanity addiction, no prince syndrome. Parent sweat converted into chrome and exhaust. My first love, L. 80s and gentlemen. I yanked my phone open, texted without hesitation. Returning your rent money. We're done. Blocked. Under cover of darkness I hauled my duffels back to campus. Thank God I'd kept my dorm for midday naps. If Hunter had reappeared in those low-rise sweats, I'd never have escaped. Standing at the crosswalk, I drifted. Old me could have ignored his splurges, broke me can't. Ramen budgets and Maybach dreams don't mix. We'd drag each other under. I told myself I was resolute, still hoped he'd chase me. Ping, notification. Expecting a plea, I got a pop-up, congratulations, you're our 1 in 100,000 lucky user. Then a snarling engine, then a shout. Serena. Only one moron sounds that hoarse. Serena, let me drive you. I sidestepped. Hard pass. Tell me what you hate, I'll change. I stared. Therapy missed a patient. I'll treat you right, no more yelling, just one chance? Nope? Thanks. I sped up, he grabbed my wrist, rough. You've got nowhere to go, let me help. His grip burned. Take your filthy hand off me. That flicked his crazy switch, he slammed me against the car, fist rising. Damn it, Serena, you're mine. Who do you think you are, saying no? I knew then, the apology act was bait, conquest the goal. I tasted bile, knee cocked to neuter him, when a howl interrupted. Chase was yanked backward and body slammed. Maybachs lined the curb like a motorcade, bodyguards circled. Chase stammered. Who, the hell, go deliver your muffins. Hunter flicked a business card, backlight haloing him. Count yourself lucky. If you hadn't messed with my love life, scum like you would never earn my attention. The card flipped in the wind. I caught the lettering, Hunter. Hunter. Chase gaped. So did I. The broke prince just morphed into Eastbrook royalty? Chase's voice was hollow. You're a delivery guy. Hunter let out a lazy laugh, completely unruffled. We're classmates, after all. That limited run roles you wanted but never landed? If you're still into it, swing by my garage. He stretched the last syllable like he was doing Chase a favor, then lifted my wrist and gently traced the angry red mark. His eyes stayed soft, but the words snapped like a mousetrap. If you've got the free time by then. He didn't spell it out. He didn't have to. Chase probably jerks awake at 3 a.m. wondering how a motorcycle delivery heir is planning to ruin him. Game over. Chase shuffles off, cheeks burning. He even fumbles the convertible top shut. Among all those chrome chariots, his car looks like a Mino. Classic bully, folds the second the tables turn. I step out for one project meeting and come home blocked? Hunter's tone softens. He plucks a plastic hanger from my laundry basket and waves it like a white flag. Life can't be this bad, we pawning hangers now? I sniff. I'm moving. Moving? His voice cracks like a dropped plate. You're really moving in with that Zhao guy? No. I blurt, panic flushing out every wrong assumption I'd made about him. I brace for anger. Instead, he exhales like he just surfaced from deep water, then leans in until we're eye level. The other day you asked if you should find a rich boyfriend. I'm loaded, interview me? My brain blue screens. He mistakes silence for hesitation and ups the ante. If money doesn't do it for you, the merchandise is also available. Touch anywhere, anytime. I perk up. Could you act a little reluctant while I do? Hunter. Fine. He laces his fingers through mine and walks me down the empty street. A dozen Maybachs crawl behind us, headlights low and respectful. Why didn't you tell me you're an heir? I never said I wasn't. I poke his ribs. Slick talker. He laughs softly, pulls me in, kisses my forehead. I didn't hide it on purpose. I want to build something myself. Dad won't bankroll me unless I prove I can win without the family halo. Besides, you hated rich kids, remember? I only hate posers like Chase. I insist. He pinches my cheek. I know. We're back in the loft condo. Dairy worry I had evaporates. We're official. Hunter's startup devours his days, out before dawn, home after midnight. Somehow Chase digs up my address. He times his visits for when the motorcycle's gone, then begs at my door, mascara bleeding. Word is Hunter's family torpedoed his dad's company, paychecks bouncing, suppliers howling, blacklist looming. Definitely no time for test drives. My smirk is more bulletproof than an AK. I fling the door open and laugh, big, loud, sincere. After a week of that therapy, he stops coming. A few days later Hunter's company is legally born. He graduates from heir to CEO. He asks me to the industry gala. My confidence is shaky, but he won't take no. Crystal chandeliers, sea of tuxedos. I'm glued to Hunter's arm, toasting well-wishers. Out of nowhere Leah glides in with Victor and their perfect tableau. My lungs shrink. I mutter restroom and bolt. Inside a stall I coach myself, just walk up, say hi, act normal. Images of the fake daughter greeting the real family loop until I deflate and pull out my phone to text Hunter that I'm bailing. Stilettos clack in. A woman hisses into her phone, relax, Victor scooped up almost all the shares. Tonight Jing changes hands. Leah's assistant will announce the executive shakeup in 5, she's already on our payroll. The old witch's reign is over. My heart jackhammers. I shove the door open. Spotlights already swirl on stage, Leah's assistant at the mic. No sign of Leah. You okay? Hunter asks, catching my elbow. I clamp onto his hand. Hunter, Victor's forcing mom out, help her. He freezes. How do you? Please welcome Chairwoman Leah to unveil our New Year executive appointments. Applause erupts like cannon fire. Too late. I squeeze my eyes shut. Jing is mom's life. Watching her poised at the podium, radiant in midnight blue silk, my throat burns. Then her voice cuts sharp. Jing thrives thanks to every partner here, and thanks to relentless internal audits. Beginning last year my husband D. Victor systematically courted shareholders, persuading them to sell while sabotaging my relationships and forging bribes in my name. Evidence of every transaction was submitted to authorities before cocktails were served. The doors fly open. Victor and 2 accomplices are cuffed mid-canopy. He howls innocence, no one listens. I find Leah across the ballroom, her gaze lands on me, soft and maternal, exactly like always. You've all heard that the daughter I raised for 22 years, Serena, is not my blood. But biology is a footnote. She is my daughter, today and forever. Effective immediately, I'm transferring 1/3 of my personal shares to Serena. I float 3 inches off the carpet, tears balanced on my lashes. Mom is mom again. Later Leah explains, Victor's shell game was flawless, Hunter spotted the glitch and tipped her off. They staged the perfect opera, flushed every conspirator in one night. The DNA report? It reached her 48 hours earlier. Her speech said it all, no piece of paper could downgrade me. Victor, it turns out, also leaked my personal files on campus, smearing me so his biological daughter could step over the wreckage. Charge sheet stacked, he's looking at years of federal time. Just like that, I'm an heiress again. After party, Hunter and I drift into the garden. How'd you know Victor was dirty? I lie across his lap, stars in my eyelashes. When I pitched your mom, her desk was a shrine to your baby photos. That love doesn't evaporate. Followed his accounts, rats everywhere. How'd you know the kid in the pics was me and not Whitney? He taps my nose. You haven't changed since kindergarten. He answers before I ask. I knew you before you knew me. I loved you first. A firefly lands on his fingertip, moonlight refracting through its wings, revealing a diamond ring. Serena, I love you. Marry me? Absolutely. I kiss him, no hesitation. Cicadas, summer breeze, lilac scent, everything exactly right. The E&D epilogue, Hunters. POV. I spent high school overseas. One summer banquet, I spotted her. Every other heiress dripped diamonds. Serena wore a plain white sundress, eating spicy snack strips in a corner. Rule breaker beauty. Her mom said she avoids the idle rich pack. That was all the excuse I needed. Enroll at Riverdale, launch a startup, refuse dad's throne. We struck a deal, 666 allowance, everything else on me. Guys swarm her first semester. She turns them down, complains about rich idiots. Perfect, my wallet's thin, my face isn't. Confession first, rejection second, because you're cute isn't enough to build forever on. Dorm power cuts, roommates obnoxious, I move into her loft. Rent equals square inches of fabric I'm allowed to wear. Day 1, I bargain 1,000 off. Daily monastery, her eyes wandering, my willpower bench pressing. The night of her family banquet dad summons me to meet Ching. I suit up, first glimpse of future mother-in-law. Instead I get Victor and his polished daughter. He pushes the setup, I dodge, mention Serena. He dismisses her, only Whitney counts. Red flag the size of Texas. Serena returns hollowed out, not Leah's blood. When her first post-bankruptcy fear is me being homeless, you know I hit the jackpot. I buy the building, become her landlord. Time for payback, her own ridiculous demands turned against her. She enjoys it. A lot. She hunts for sugar daddies. I roll the motorcycle out of storage, park in front of Chase's sports car, economics on display. She blocks me anyway. Project wins, I drop the mask, we lock in. Victor gets caged, Leah and Serena heal, I propose under fireflies. Sunrise or storm, she's the constant. Thanks for listening. Like, share, drop your thoughts below, and subscribe for the next story. See you in the comments.